Attacker replay time. I chose 7 matches this week because there is a plague going around this week, which I assume the first 2 matches will highlight, that a cheat provider has been offering a free trial of their cheats, which has meant cheating has been really, really bad over the last week. So much so that people are just being blatant, running around, aimbotting, whatever, and matches are over super quickly, both in unranked and in ranked, because these cheaters will have ranked accounts. In this match, we have Task Manager, who said Beluga 69420 or 69420 when his team is cheating, and it's only a 4-round match. I assume because of how blatant they're being. No grip, extended barrel on the MP5. They're not that great though, but actually, oh, they do have a grip. Based off what they're doing, I'm gonna guess probably cheating. They don't really seem to know what they're doing. But also the enemy team doesn't seem to know what they're doing, so we'll keep watching more just to make sure. But I think it's pretty likely to be a cheater, especially after that. Also, chat, fun fact, for the first time this season, Ubisoft finally patched this, where when you hide it, the bar at the bottom goes away. Siege is truly saved now. See, the issue, none of these kills he's getting right now are really that suspicious because the enemy team's that bad, but like, look at how bad he is. Like, no one who's playing this badly and goes on cameras outside should have 3 kills. But we have to watch more because the enemy team is just that bad that I'm like, maybe he is just destroying a bad team. Just to make sure. I think it's pretty obvious. We'll keep watching. Uh-oh. I think in patching the bar always being visible, they might have broken fast forwarding in match replay. Someone's breaking in below and behind him. I know his reaction was slow, but I think out of everything, that has to be the most obvious, right? That someone broke in over here, and then instead of looking here, which I think everyone would always look at, he immediately looks over here. But because of a slow reaction, we'll keep watching. Again, like, I think it's obvious. I just think he's so bad that we gotta make sure it absolutely is cheating and not just him taking advantage of a bad lobby. I would assume if we look up his account, he's probably already banned if he is cheating blatantly with a free-to-play cheat. Or free-to-access cheat, or whatever the fuck you call it. I talked about this yesterday, and I'll talk a little bit about it now. I'm curious what a cheat provider doing a free week says about both the game and cheats. They would only do a free trial of cheats if they needed more customers. Cheat providers like to pretend or like claim all the time that they have so many customers, that they're so stable, they're making so much money, so why would they need to do a free trial then? If they have so many people who are willing to pay for cheats, why bother giving it away for free, right? But then also, how confident are they in their cheating software that they are able to offer free cheats? And like that, because like if I was the cheat provider, I'd be like, man, if we offer free cheats, our cheats going to get detected immediately, and then we're just going to be losing money and customers because they're going to be pissed that our cheats detected all the time. But apparently they're so confident in that not happening that they are willing to just completely give it away for free. What if there's so many providers they need to be above the others, so they're marketing it? That's a possibility. I don't know how many providers there are, but from my understanding, I haven't looked into it too much. The provider that is giving away the cheat for free is one of the larger ones. It's like, why would they need to compete if they are one of the biggest providers, you know? So he didn't notice the person behind him who's just sitting in the dorm. Again, with how he seems to always know where everyone is, I want to say he's cheating, but again, someone's literally right behind him and he has no idea. Like, this Kaid has been in the room with them the entire time and he's not reacting to it at all. I feel more bad for Kaid because of how he didn't get a single... Or he could have got, like, multiple kills here. But he just floundered. Oh, fuck. It ended it. I honestly, I still think he's cheating, even though he did all that, just because, like, at the end there, he looked at the kite through the wall and knew where he was. I know that's obvious to us, but, like, with how he's been playing and how the lobby's been playing, like, these guys aren't smart. They don't have map knowledge, and yet he knew exactly where that person was after walking past him. So, just to go back to this, and then we'll look up his stats. Here, he aims right at him through the wall, even though before he was actually doing a somewhat decent job of holding, like, the corner. So he's always holding the corner ready in case the guy swings. But then as soon as he gets to where he actually is, he aims right at him through the wall and then pre-fires. Which I know it was pretty obvious across the board that he was cheating, but that is, like, the exact proof we need there to be like, yes, he is cheating. He aims right at him. He has not been banned for cheating. He is somehow a diamond player. He reached diamond in Dread Factor, and he's been playing the game for a while. Interesting. Okay, so he went from platinum to diamond, and then after diamond, he never was able to get a positive KD again. I wonder if this just reeks of selling the account. Someone got the account to diamond, sold it, and then this person has barely played on it and sucked the entire time. He played a lot again a year ago, like when Blackbeard came out, and then got to Emerald, but then has struggled to get a positive KD since then. No encounters available. That's crazy. Never seen that before. So he's either been cheating for a long time and never been detected, which I doubt, or he has maybe been boosted in the past. I don't know. Or sold the account, someone started playing on it that was really bad, and now they just started cheating. But it is weird that 2 different times they played a lot and got a high rank with a positive KD and an almost positive KD, but when they barely play, they have super negative KDs. I still, based off how he's playing, I would guess he's one of the free-to-play cheaters. Like, he probably got this account now and then started using the free-to-play cheats or the free cheats, so we shouldn't expect, I don't know, much from that. But, and then I downloaded an extra short match because I assume this is probably going to be the same thing. This is another match where we probably have, I assume, a very blatant cheater running around killing everyone. We have Willy Wing, who's accusing Christian at ABI69, another 69 username. He's using full aimbot / walls, just tracking right on them. So this guy's probably way more likely to be a free weekend cheater than the last one. The last one might have just been someone who's periodically used cheats and stuff like that, but this guy is, like, definitely using the free weekend of cheats and just does not care. I believe this is also an unranked game, so he's probably just, like, on a new account, doesn't care if it gets banned. He's just gonna run around and kill everyone. Now the real test, since he is probably using that free cheat, is he banned? Because if he's using the free cheat and Ubisoft's not automatically banning him for cheating with something that should be very easily detectable, we're gonna have a problem. Especially because this cheat happened 3 days ago, or this match happened 3 days ago. So by now, surely they should be detecting the free weekend cheaters. He has been banned. He got banned yesterday. Okay. That's good. They are detecting them. Because my concern would be that they'd be like, we'll just let them all cheat until the end of the free trial and then ban them. But they are on top of it and they are banning them. I wonder if he is boosting specific people. Because I wouldn't be surprised if boosting companies are using the free cheats for the weekend so they have less like expenses and they still just boost people with them. Any drops happening today? Yes, there are still drops. I guess for the people who are going to be on YouTube watching this video, while cheating everything does suck, at least we have free drops. If you watch on Twitch for, it's supposed to be 3 hours, but I think it's 2 hours, you get a free weapon skin. Doesn't fix cheating, but it's something for you guys. It's so mind-boggling to me that people pay for that kind of shit. Not just pay, they pay daily. So I guess another reason why they might be doing the free week of cheats is to try to attract people who will want to pay for it. Because a lot of these cheats, at least last I heard, was they're like $5 to $10 a day, or like $50 a week, or like $200 a month. So it's like these people are willing to do the free cheats to try it out, and then maybe they're gonna pay for actual cheats. Like people are willing to pay a lot for these cheats. I think the only reason though that cheats are so expensive and people are willing to pay so much is because they were able to make money off of it by boosting. So a lot of boosting services would charge a couple $100, and then they just cheat blatantly with these $10 a day cheats. The account would get banned, they'd move on, they don't care. But then they'd make money from boosting people up to champ. But now that Ubisoft is testing and potentially already doing it / threatening to do it, they will be banning people who play with a lot of cheaters. Therefore, people who get boosted will get permanently banned. Hopefully, that means that people will stop charging so much for cheats, charging for boosting and stuff, and then like the market will die down. People will stop cheating as much because there's no money to be made, and then that will hopefully be better for Siege. The issue is I don't know when they're actually going to fully implement it, because I know it was leaked that it was already out, but it's not out. They said that they're working on it for this season, but I don't know if it's already out or not. Okay, anyways, those were the first 2 matches, so I want to talk to you guys about the free cheats, and then we'll move on to the rest of the matches, which should be just more normal ones. In this match, we have Mel Moisties, sorry for the people who hate the word moist, who's accusing RageBaiter12412. I gotta be careful fast forwarding since apparently it can crash it. I assume he's cheating already based off the fact that I just saw him look over at the bandit in there, and he's looking at the enemies through the floor. And he keeps looking over at bandit. He just looked at the person in geisha. This guy's probably got the free access cheats as well. I assume they probably wouldn't give out the premium cheats that show you where gadgets are, because there's no way someone who's walling like this just walks into a frost mat. They got the cheap cheats. I think it's fairly obvious overall that he's cheating since, yeah, he just keeps staring at people. But he's poor. He cannot afford the good cheats. He has to go free access cheats. Or even just cheap cheats, who knows. And then he loses the gunfight. Oh my god. I think we know how this went to overtime. How come I see people I lost to get banned sometimes and I don't get rollback? I've noticed that as well. I believe the rollback, sometimes it just doesn't pop up, but you still get it. Because I've had that before where I have someone get banned right after my match is done, and I'm like, I didn't get a pop-up. And then the next day, sometimes it pops up, sometimes it doesn't pop up at all. Okay, this guy's going even more blamed than he already was by just fully running out. I want to see how they go to overtime, because... Oh wait, actually... They were losing. I assume... He then goes even more blamed than he already was to make sure they go to overtime. I assume he's gonna floor bang? Nope. I wonder how effective hiding it like this is for lower ranked lobbies. Because, like, obviously we know that he is cheating, but I wonder if, like, a gold lobby or a platinum lobby might look at this and be like, oh, he's just really good, and not know for sure. Like, obviously, like, the way he keeps looking at them through the floor and positioning himself to follow them, it shows to us that he is cheating. I feel like some people might genuinely have no idea. Unless he floor bangs here. He does not. Alright. Does he win or does he lose? I assume he wins. He's 18-5, Jesus. What's he looking at? Is there a gadget there? No. I was gonna say, maybe he has the more expensive cheats then, but... just staring at nothing. It does look like from the timeline that the cheating team wins, but sometimes it does fuck up and show the wrong colors. Oh, I think it did fuck up. So I think the cheater actually loses here. Let's see, don't tell me he loses a gunfight to the submitter. He loses the gunfight to the submitter. Mel Moisties, ladies and gentlemen. The killer of cheaters. Wait, oh, and... hold up. Not only the killer of cheaters. That's why he did it. The repper of the Varsity Gaming charm. See, chat? Not only does the Varsity Gaming charm increase penis length, it also helps you beat cheaters. He beat that cheater like it was nothing. And all you gotta do to get that charm is subscribe. How easy is that? It's free with Prime. Oh my god. Crazy. And this was on Theme Park. Or Skyscraper. Oh, his name is now Siege Krieg. And he is... not banned. He does have a 2.62 KD in quick match, but only a 0.76 in unranked. And this was an unranked match. From the looks of it, he's trying to lower his KD. He keeps queuing quick match and going like 0-1, 0-2. I think he's realized his KD is a little suspicious. And he was not queuing with anyone else in the lobby from the looks of it. Surprised he's not banned, but I think in lower ranks he might be a little bit harder to detect than what we're used to. In this match, we have FrozenHeart.ggl, who I guess is part of the GGL clan, who is accusing Fleokix. I don't like this bug of fast forwarding and it just freezes everything. No shot him changing his name delayed the ban. No. Bans on Siege are linked to account IDs, not usernames. So even if you change your name right after someone reports you, it doesn't change the fact that you'll get banned. This guy's definitely cheating. We don't have to watch too much. You know what's crazy? He loses this, by the way. The cheater loses, and he goes... like 6-4 or something. He was blatantly walling. How did he not get more kills? Let me rewind real quick. Does look like Buck is ready for him. Just want to make sure Buck's not also cheating. Can you imagine? No. Damn, he's frying them and they still somehow managed to beat him. That's how he lost. For some reason, when fighting someone, he decided to turn around 180 and run away with his gun up. Like, just kill them, bro. Wouldn't be surprised if he's not banned, given that he does not seem to be that good. We're already 4 matches in, by the way. I feel like this is going to be a very short hacker replay, given that everyone seems to be super blatant. He's a 2.69 KD in silver. Okay, he should at least be stat banned. And he played with someone who was cheating for 23 matches, which is actually probably... Actually, maybe it wasn't all the ranked matches. I wonder when he played with this guy. Was it an unranked when he was leveling up? Or it was in quick match when he was leveling up the account. Oh, he got banned before the new season. Okay, I was gonna say we have confirmation then that they don't ban for association, but that's not true because that was before the new season came out. So he has not been banned for playing with a cheater for more than 20 matches, and he hasn't been banned for his high stats. But I assume he will get banned soon. There's no way he won't get reported enough. He did it on purpose to not get detected. I disagree, because I don't think there's any world where they would look at his stats and be like, oh, he's innocent because he lost the match. No. If people really, like, are the cheaters who really want to make sure their stats don't get detected, they will go, like, a whole day and get 0 kills to lower their KD like crazy. I think that was a case of the guy who was just bad, and that's why he cheats, because he didn't know what to do in that situation, so he just ran away and died, when he should have just held his gun up and aimed at the person, but instead he died. Yeah, I think that's just a bad cheater. I don't think that is a stat padding thing. All right, we're... Actually, the next match is supposed to be the next Villa. I guess that one was short enough that doesn't matter. I usually try to avoid having the same map back to back because people get bored, but since that match was like 2 minutes long, it shouldn't matter. In this match, we have Scythe, who's accusing Wild Claw. Also, I want it to be known, I only chose obvious matches for the first 2. Every other match that's obvious was not intended to be obvious. But I think cheating is just that bad, both this season and this week with the free-to-play cheats, that I think we're just going to have a lot of very obvious matches, which potentially could make this one of the shortest hacker replays ever. But we'll see. Okay, this guy has been AFK for like a minute. He just wiggled a little bit. Oh, now he's back. He looked right at the 90 person. I've lost so much elo due to cheaters being on my team. Solo queue sucks. You know what's crazy is that whenever we play as a stack, somehow we always have the cheater on our team. The other day we played as a 4 stack, and of course the one random person on our team was a cheater. So we lost elo. We won the match and then got rollback. Like, what are the odds that when we have to queue and find 6 people, 1 cheater in the lobby is on our team? Insane. He did lose that gunfight, and it seemed normal, so perhaps when he 360'd and looked at the person in vault, it was just pure luck. We'll keep watching more. I hate this bug where when Vigil has his gadget on, it doesn't show his gun. Really annoying. That is an enemy outside. I don't know why the colors are always fucking up. He died again. He was staring right at them, like in their direction, but he died because I assumed they could see his head and he couldn't see theirs. Okay, I know we're not supposed to ever support cheaters in any capacity, but I'm digging this. He's doing the... actually, he's kind of doing Evan's setup. He always called this the, what's it called? What's the other name for the hashtag? The pound symbol or whatever. He always said that was his strat. He would just, or he called it tic-tac-toe strat, I think. You sit in here with a shotgun on Jaeger, and then you put the observation blockers down so they can't see you on drones. And you can just, usually you move the left one over a bit so that you can walk between them so that the drone can't see you, but he did at least a variation of it. Big fan of this setup. Doesn't care about the Twitch drone, apparently. Twitch drone's also not doing shit. Bro, if this was me, guaranteed I would have been killed 5 times over trying to fight that Blackbeard. But I guess that also, to be fair, if he is walling, which he might likely be, I guess he would know that he can swing without anyone going to kill him, versus for me, I would have no idea. He also knows how to, I assume that's Hisham peeking. Bold of him to redo that when Twitch had just reloaded. He is 0-3. So if he is cheating, he's not doing a good job at it. I still think he is cheating, based off how he's playing and moving and looking, but with 0 kills, it's hard to, you know, show the proof. Ran into my first ever Siege cheater yesterday. I've been playing since 2019. Damn. You've been in Copper for 6 years? That's impressive. Thanks for sub 1400 C8. Also, random little complaint I have that I'm just going to express now. You'll see that the accused person has the, like, I think it's 6-year veteran skin, or is it 10-year? I can't remember. It's like a fake black ice. So I've been playing Siege since 2015. I still don't have the skin. I only have the 2015 badge, nothing else. I have none of the skins, none of the headgears, none of anything. And it has been like 4 months since we were supposed to get the rewards. Still nothing. Or was it year 10 season 1? If it was year 10 season 1, it's been 7 months and I haven't gotten the rewards. I got all of my stuff. So I think I know exactly why I don't have it, because everyone else who had the same issue did the exact same thing as me. So when the servers went live and we were supposed to get our rewards, I got into the server, like I tried getting into the server, kept saying servers down, whatever, and I just left it there until it logged me in. And then since I just immediately was connected to the servers, I never got any of the rewards. That's my theory, because everyone else who also didn't get the rewards had the exact same issue. So instead of like logging in once the servers were online, they tried to stay logged in the entire time. We played this guy yesterday and he's definitely cheating. He was running around gunning everyone down. I gotta say, so far he's not doing a whole lot. He has killed nobody. Or he's killed 1 person. And from what little I was paying attention there, it looked fine. It does look like he knows where people are, but again, until he gets some kills, can't really say for sure, because saying someone is for sure cheating when they're 1-4 is not so well. Also, if I did see it correctly, someone in the lobby was Diamond. So, I would assume based off of his movement and game sense that he's definitely not a Diamond player, but he's somehow in Diamond hobbies. I don't think he realized it, but he also hit the alibi. They were lined up. He just tried to wallbang him through the box. Even though he saw alibi in a completely different spot, he pre-aimed the box. Didn't pre-aim where alibi was, which was right here. And he tries to hit her, but obviously doesn't. Doesn't drone out anything else. Also just completely ignores the Aruni there. So, my guess, I think he is intentionally here trying to lower his KD even further, because He runs in, like, he one-taps the alibi. He knows exactly where she is, one-taps her. It looks like he knows that Aruni's here, but instead of pushing her to try to kill her, he's, like, looking at his team and ignoring her. I'm probably hoping that she kills him so that it looks like he doesn't know what he's doing. And then here, for some reason, if you're in a diamond lobby, you're not going to be looking where your teammates are. You're going to be trying to hold the flanks. Instead, he intentionally refuses to look over here at the staircase, which is where Mozzie is. Instead is looking at bathroom where no one is. So I think he's intentionally trying to tank his KD and look dumb so they won't accuse him. But I'd say it's pretty obvious he's cheating. The fact that they actually managed to come back and go 4-3, ending 5-3, when he is, like, not doing shit all is crazy. It's a testament to his team that they are carrying a cheater. Because he seems to just be that bad. Oh, I was wondering what he was trying to shoot. I was like, he seems dumb. No, he's trying to shoot a bulletproof camera. So he has the cheats that can show him where gadgets are. He almost got the collateral. He's definitely cheating. What I'm wondering though, how did you guys know that he was in your lobby yesterday? He has a streamer mode name. Yeah, like that is actually such a bold play for him to intentionally not look at the guy at the bar to lower his, like, stats when it's a 2v2. Like, throwing there so that you're less suspicious is crazy, given that you're probably about to lose the game if you do that, or lose the round. That's his real name? I don't think it is. I mean, I can try and look, but that is a streamer mode format. Wild Claw. No matches found. No seasons found. No encounters found. No stats found. It is definitely not his name. 5-3, and he goes, I assume, A and 3, which means that return JVT is the person. He's a 1.8 KD in platinum. Let's see his recent history. Is he trying to lower his KD? On this day, he was 6-1. On the day before, he was 14-9. 76 and 67. I feel like he's intentionally trying to lower his KD. But also, maybe he just wasn't doing well that day, or maybe he just had a few matches where he was trying to lower it, but he's definitely cheating. Because he's in a diamond lobby and he plays like that, so. Next match is Theme Park. In this match, we have Orangutan Monkey, who is accusing JN4LJ5XV4 or V003. I can't even fucking say his name. Boss G Vigil. Bro is Hisham peeking the bathroom when no one's even in the building. It looked like he was about to walk past the window. That looked like a flick back. Couldn't see his gun, but it looked like he saw the sledge, looked past him, and I was like, wait, flick back, try to kill him. Because that is like how normal people play, is they don't instant react or pre-fire. They will see someone, move past them a little bit, and then flick back to them. Like Pangu said, Shaiko cheating. He never proved it. I'll explain that a bit once we're done with this round, at least. A lot of people still don't understand how that Shaiko and Pangu thing happened. And a lot of people blame Pangu, even though it wasn't really his fault or like really a reason to blame him. Also, that interaction did look more normal. He looked a bit more ready for the Dokkaebi and he didn't like swing past and then shoot, but maybe he would have heard them. Oh, he's also in a lobby with console players. Leishan's a console player because he has a space in his name. Doesn't mean it's a console lobby, but it is a console player in a PC lobby. See, that shot looks more normal. Just stands on the nade, basically. That looks less normal. If I'm not mistaken, I think he looked at him before he even hit the ground. He also wouldn't be able to hear the footsteps on the roof here, because with the tinnitus of the grenade going off, it would mask the sound. And he looks at him before he even drops fully. So I think he's probably cheating. Doesn't seem to be pursuing the final kill. Actually, oh, now he is. He dies there. Okay. But to quickly talk about the Pengu versus Shaiko thing. So, a lot of people blame Pengu for it, but it really wasn't on him. At the time, I don't think people realized how many people were accusing Shaiko of cheating. It wasn't just Pengu. It was like majority of the pro league scene they were suspicious of him. And then when something happened in a match, Pengu reported him and ESL investigated it. And people always be like, well, it's because Pengu reported him. If he didn't, they wouldn't have investigated. But like so many people had reported him at that point that they had to do an investigation. And they found, using the software, which is not reliable, mind you, but they found in the software that he was consistently hitting the 4 button at perfect intervals. So what that means is that the software basically tracks key logging, or it's a key logger. It tracks all the keyboard inputs. And somehow he was hitting the number 4 like 10 times in a row, and it was perfectly spaced out, meaning it took 7 milliseconds between each input. For a human to do that is impossible. No matter how good you think your rhythm is, you cannot press the same button X amount of times in a row with the perfect amount of space in between them. There will always be some differentiation. So, when ESL investigated it and found that, they were like, that's a macro, that's against the rules, you're cheating, and then they banned him for a year. But Pengu was not the reason he got banned. He was just one of the many people who reported him, and probably was the one report that pushed it over the edge where they're like, we have to investigate. Now, the thing is though, ESL's cheating software, Moss, or maybe it's just Pro League's cheating software, I don't know, Moss, is not reliable. It's actually very, very bad. So, the end thing is that no one other than Shaiko will know if he was actually macroing. Because Moss is not consistent, and a lot of people have proven that Moss can incorrectly log stuff. So like I said, I do feel like this guy is walling, but then sometimes he plays more normal. So he's either doing a good job of hiding it when it looks normal, or I don't know. Maybe he is just good, but we'll see. We'll watch a bit more. Pengu was the biggest hater. I think people only say that because that's like all they have heard of the situation after the fact. But again, many pros were accusing Shaiko of cheating. A lot of them were like, this guy has to be cheating. There's no way he's playing like this legitimately. It's just Pengu was the one, when he reported him, they were like, we're going to investigate this, probably because, again, if he was like the 5th pro to report him, they were probably like, oh, we should probably look into this. People think Pengu had some like special privilege and like other pros weren't getting the matches looked at, or people weren't looking at the other pros matches and stuff, but it was not just Pengu being like, I don't like him, ban him. Yeah, I agree, Ozzy. He does seem to know where everyone is. I think he is walling, but I think he's just doing a good job of hiding it sometimes. Sometimes he does like what looks like an authentic peek, but I don't think it is authentic. They're up 3-0, and this is actually it's only a 5-round match. I was going to say maybe he's just going to throw a bunch of rounds to lower his KD, but I don't know what he's doing here or why he's doing this. That seemed to be a reaction. That also seemed to be a reaction. And then he just gets swung from 3 different locations. What the confidence he had, I feel like he probably is cheating. I know he had a drone there, but I doubt he would just sprint right in. Especially there were 2 people above him. Like, they could have just held over the rafters, but he seemed to be perfectly fine with risking it. And again here, like, he should be a bit more concerned. What if someone's holding boxes? What if someone's holding arcade? But he's not concerned at all. He's actually about to just push right past them. I don't know. I think he is cheating. He has a lot of just normal reaction moments, but he just seems to be too knowledgeable on locations. And like, he never checks anything unless someone's actually there. Or I shouldn't say never. There were a few times where it looked like he was checking something where no one was. I think he's cheating. We'll look at his stats and his history. JN4L J5X V4V03. I better not have spelled this wrong. There we go. Never played before. Emerald with a 2.45 KD. Actually, he did play before. He was in bronze. And now he's in emerald. So he's definitely cheating. Although, actually, he is playing with a lot of, like, known people. I've definitely played against Attack Spend before. I know of... I think Jolly was, like, a former pro. Okay, so I guess the other alternative, if he is in a 5-stack, he might have bought this account. Because... obviously, he's not going to go from hard-stuck bronze with a slightly positive KD to emerald. So it's possible he's just bought this account and queuing with a bunch of high-ranked players. Like, I know these 2 are high-ranked players. I should forgive Jolly. Why is he stuck in platinum? Looks like it's just an alt account. I don't know. I can't tell. I would still think cheating based off stats and history, but it's possible it just was a Smurf account. Or a purchased account. This gameplay is normal. To a degree. The last match, he had a lot of times where I'm like, how do you know where everyone is? And like, especially when he was on Vigil or Warden, whoever that was, that one round, he just stood on top of a nade, took a lot of damage, and then 180'd and looked right at them on the window. But knowing that he was playing with some higher ranked players, maybe they were giving callouts to him, I don't know. But with his stats, his history, and seeming to know where people are, he's either on a Smurf account that he purchased, or he is cheating. But okay, in this match we have Play-Doh BB, or Baby, who's accusing Aura in person. Oh, who's useful Yo-Yo in this match. This is also an 8-round match. What is this setup here? He did look right at the person on the barricade and looked away the millisecond they turned around. So my walls instinct is already, you know, it's going off. I was trying to read a message in chat. I did not pay attention to what he did here. He seemed to be ready for that, but I mean, he's holding an angle. He should be ready for someone to peek it. But you wouldn't be suspicious of someone who goes to a spot from which attackers often push and kill people, right? I mean, it all depends. It's a very broad possibility. He downs the thermite and gets killed. Pretty bold move to make on a ranked match, I think, in champ lobbies. It's a very bold move, actually. Wait, look, go back. He looked at someone through the floor. Probably when I was reading in chat. And he sees that, or looks at that guy there. I mean, there he just looks down, but there was also a Brava drone running around. And then we're right back to where we were before. When does he look at someone through the floor? Someone said when he was on top of the washing machine. I don't think that was him looking at someone through the floor. I think he was looking for the drone that was driving around. Perhaps. We'll see. I mean, I get what you guys mean, like him looking around. I guess there was... Actually, was that even someone? It was IQ down there, but that's not conclusive. That's circumstantial. Because someone could call out being like, there's a drone, and he could do a 180 looking for the drone. I do agree that I think he is cheating, but I don't think that's proof. Or enough proof, at least. Because, like, someone could have been on cams or something, because Bravo went on drone on Terrace, and the drone went into Picnic when he did a 180, so someone could have been like, oh, there's a Bravo drone. And he's like, oh, like, where? And looking around for it. That is a possibility. It's more likely that he's cheating, but we'll note that for now. Can't just assume that just because someone looks like that, they're cheating. We can assume someone like that is cheating when... Actually, you'd be able to hear the person go on repel, and you could maybe put 2 and 2 together and be like, I'm going to look right there. The fact that he's standing in front of the breach and does not care at all, to me, screams that he's cheating. And he just tried to C4 someone on the roof. I think that's way more likely to be proof of him cheating than happening to look at someone below. He did know that Nomad was there before she even shot, and he's not at all worried about her peeking from anywhere else but there, so... I think it's very likely that he's cheating. You know what's... Oh, yeah, that's even more obvious. You know what's funny? This file was submitted as him toggling on in round 7 and 8. So, I'm really curious what he did in round 7 or 8 that would be more obvious than this. Because I'd say this is pretty obvious. I think here he's going to play it a bit more passive. He's not going to finish him, and he's not going to go kill the other guy, because he's trying to be like, oh, yep. Just got a few kills. And the fact that he didn't hear that, possibly? It might have been before, but... I'm curious what he does in round 7 or 8 that's considered a toggle when I think it's pretty obvious already. On this map, it's very easy to hear people walk on the roof from below. You're right. The guy wasn't walking. He went to the roof and then went on drone. Let's see what he does in the toggle rounds. I feel like he's probably going to just scan whoever he's below and then shoot them through the floor. That's my guess. Doesn't check a single thing. Just sprints right through with a shotgun. He knows that the Nari is there. He knows someone's flanking reception now. Don't worry, he went on drone. He's intentionally not peeking out into the hallway because he knows Bandit's over there. Like, he looked over at him and knew he was coming that way, so he did not want to peek on purpose. And yet somehow with that knowledge and that gunplay on Denari, he can barely even hit a gadget. He also knows that... Who is this? Thunderbird is here. But since the nade does not flush her out, he rotates. Looking at her, yeah. Well, I can't say it's much different than what it was before. I just think, I guess on attack, he's being less proactive in trying to hide it. He's also clearly queued with the 0, since he was like, I would assume calling up and like, watch reception while I shotgun open the floor. And he just tried to floor bang the Aruni with, I would assume, 0 intel. And he actually hit it so perfectly that he only hit the laundry machine. No one's on cams. But he goes below and floor bangs her. So, he's definitely cheating. I guess he did get more obvious, but honestly not that much more. Alright, this is his real account. He was in Champ last season, and now he's in Diamond. So he's been cheating since last season, and he didn't get banned. That's kind of crazy. I think he does a really... Or he's very consistent in trying not to show his blatant walls. Like, he downs people, and then he looks away. Also, wait, did the new season come out September 2nd? I thought it came out before that. So I think the very first match we looked at, the person got banned, or his friend who boosted him got banned this season. But he who got boosted or was playing with him did not get banned. Maybe they don't have the bans already implemented where they'll ban you if you play with cheaters. But anyways, he did reach champ last season, and I want to see when he started playing ranked last season. Because there's no way he went from like a diamond or champ already and then started cheating this season. Like, this guy definitely was cheating last season. And so far it's not looking good for you because it looks like he's been cheating for a while. He started cheating or actively playing ranked with likely cheats either or probably August 1st. So he's been cheating for 51 days right now. I assume these matches he probably wasn't cheating. Since he was only gaining like 70 elo, the game probably thought he was going to be in silver, and then he went all the way up to diamond and champ. So he's been cheating pretty blatantly for almost 2 months and not been banned. I would assume just not enough people in game are reporting him because again, he probably is downing them and then walking away, so they don't realize he's walling. But now that he's in champ lobbies, he probably is going to get reported a lot more. I also want to see, I assume he's queued with the Zero, who's Jed RJF. Actually, he's not. He's queued with people who aren't in this match. And then he's boosting these people for sure. 0.17 and 0.25. He's 100% boosting them and hasn't been banned somehow after 60 days. That's bad. That is bad on Yubi's part. I was proud of them earlier when they banned the person with the free cheats, and now I'm disappointed they haven't banned a person who's blatantly cheating for 2 months. That is going to be it for Hacker Replay, though. I'm kind of sad that every match seems to be pretty blatant now. I miss the days of, like, very closely monitoring people to see if they are cheating or not, but now it's like, it's more so just getting definitive proof, but we know from the beginning that they are cheating. On the plus side, I am getting less submissions for Hacker Replay now. This last week, I only got like 160. And even though submissions are low, cheaters are still high. So I'm wondering if it's more so people are not playing Siege because of cheaters, or if somehow they're actually banning enough cheaters that people are submitting less because of that. I assume it's cheating is just so bad that people have stopped playing because Steam charts shows us declining pretty fast because our average player and peak player went down even though there's a new season out. So I think just much less people are playing the game, which means that I'm getting less submissions. I don't think cheating has been fixed or resolved or anything. Just people don't want to play. That's my guess. And yeah, usually it was like 300 to 500 last month. So 160 is pretty low. But it's only been that high ever since I did the huge unbanning thing, or banning thing. When we did that Ubisoft stream, that's when I started getting a ton of submissions after that. So maybe it's just because it's been a while that started to die off. I don't know. But yeah. I have nothing else to say other than cheating bad. Ubi, please do something. Hashtag save Siege. That'll save the game, right, guys?